Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me. I'm finally doing it. I'm doing the drugstore makeup tag. Carmel Nicole very kindly tagged me in this months ago, and now I'm finally getting around to filming it. Thanks so much, Carmel, if you're watching. I really appreciate the tag. Let's get straight into the questions because there's quite a few. So, number one, favorite brand. So the way I thought about this question was, if I could only use makeup from one brand at the drugstore for the rest of my life, it would have to be L'Oreal. I just feel like although they're on a higher kind of price point, their quality is phenomenal. So when you think about it, you've got things like the L'Oreal True Match Foundation, you've got their serum skin tint, you also have their fantastic mascaras. I really like the double extend, like what a throwback. Their brow products are amazing. I have this little faux brow, the ones with the two little points. This is fantastic. The quality is always there with L'Oreal. You will always get a good quality product for your money. Question number two. What is the most underrated brand? Okay, so I've kind of got two because they're two sister brands, Essence and Catrice. They are the best quality products for the lowest price. Now, I know they have launched recently in Primark in the last few months, which is amazing, but the selection is very limited. So for example, I can't get my foundation shades or my concealer shades. And if you're pale like me, number one, make sure you subscribe. Number two, be aware that they have so many more shades online. You cannot get better products for the price. If you haven't had any products from Catrice or Essence, you need to check them out now. Question number three, my favorite product under £5. There are quite a few that I could choose here, but I'm actually going to give it to something I am using on a daily basis. Now that I've learned how to use it properly, I don't think I'll ever buy its high-end equivalent again. This is the Catrice Under Eye Brightener Setting Powder in the shade 10 Light Rose. I didn't like this when I first got it, because I was applying too much product and then it was giving me sort of like a slightly pinkened under eye because I'm very, very fair. On most skins, this would just be brightening and you wouldn't notice the pinkness. But actually, now that I know how to apply it correctly, I can get away with it. This is amazing. I don't think I'm ever going to buy my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder again. I just can't justify the price anymore when I have this product, which is just as good for less than £5. This was like $3.50 or something crazy. So definitely worth your money. The next question is a hidden gem in the drugstore. For me, that would be the e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara. Now, just to be clear, I don't like this mascara for my top eyelashes. I use this exclusively on my bottom lashes, and it's pretty much a dupe for my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. So here they are side by side. I don't think it's a coincidence that the lids are the same color. Let me just show you the wand on this e.l.f. mascara. So it's got one of these plastic style wands and the formula is quite thin, so it's really good for lengthening your bottom lashes and basically picking out all those little tiny eyelashes that are right in the corner that you can't even see when you apply a regular mascara. It doesn't flake, it doesn't budge. I have no problems with wear on this. It's just as good as my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. Absolute hidden gem bottom lash mascara. So question 5 is favorite foundation at the drugstore. It took me a while to make a decision, but I have to give it to the L'Oreal True Match. I think this is the greatest all-rounder, suitable for pretty much everyone foundation that's out there, and that's why it's been on the market for such a long time. It's also the only foundation that I know which comes in 3 different undertones. It comes in warm, cool and neutral. I wear the shade 0.5 neutral. I can also wear 0.5 cool. If you are very pale like me, but you have more of a golden undertone, the W shades, I think 0W they now have, is the fairest shade, would be perfect for you. The shades also run really deep, and I feel like they then represent pretty much everyone who's looking for a satin, long-lasting, high-quality foundation. I do want to give an honorable mention to the Rimmel Match Perfection. This is actually a little bit more affordable as well. It just doesn't have as great a shade range. The next question is about favorite categories, drugstore versus high-end. So I'm going to tell you all the categories where I think you should be saving your money. Number one is mascara. I don't really wear high-end mascaras. I do like the Benefit ones, but I am not paying £30 for a mascara when I can get a really good L'Oreal or Rimmel or even an e.l.f. mascara for like less than £10. I also really rate all of the Essence mascaras. I think they're absolutely fantastic. So save your money. Lip liners are another category where you do not have to spend a lot of money. I really rate the Kiko lip liners. I really like the NYX lip liners. You do not need to go and spend crazy money on lip liners. The Maybelline ones, the lip lifter ones have got really good reviews. I still haven't actually tried one of those. I do really want to try one, but I just don't need a lot of lip liners right now. So I'm just sticking with what I've got for the moment. The final category where I think you can save your money is eyeliners. Liquid eyeliner, pencil eyeliner, gel eyeliner. The drugstore has great options for all of these. I really like the Rimmel liquid eyeliners. I've been using that for about 20 years. Essence do a really good one and it's waterproof, and I think they do a brown as well. Pretty much every brand has their own high quality pencil eyeliners. I really like the Rimmel ones as well. Next category is overpriced brands. So this might be country specific, but here in the UK, Milani is ridiculously expensive. A foundation is like 20 quid and I've seen their concealers are nearly £15. Like, I'm just not paying that for a drugstore brand, and the stands are really small. There's a very limited color selection, so they probably wouldn't even have the right shades for me anyway. I have no doubt that their products are really good quality, and like I've been watching other people's videos and some of the products look great, but when I can get other things at a cheaper price point, I'm just not interested in Milani being so overpriced here. Sorry, Milani. The next category is favorite dupe. I was quite pleased to find this one because the original product, I do really love it, and I have a review on my channel. The House Labs concealer, it's a really, really nice product, but this is about £26-27. Like, this is not cheap as a concealer. Really beautiful consistency, feels hydrating on the skin and blends really easily. The one that I think is the closest in terms of duping this product is from L'Oreal, and it's the L'Oreal True Match Radiant Serum Concealer. Now, I had never tried this until recently, and I am so impressed by the quality. It's the same as the House Labs in terms of how easily it blends in and how natural it looks. It doesn't make my under eyes feel dry, and it's just an all-round excellent product at a really affordable price point. Okay, so this might be a little bit controversial, but the favorite eyeshadow formula, I'm actually picking something that's discontinued because I want to tell the truth. I don't want to lie and say that it's something when it's not. I even bought like Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes to try for this video because I was like, I bet they're gonna be amazing, and then they were nice, but they weren't phenomenal. Okay, so I'd rather tell the truth. My favorite eyeshadow formula from the drugstore is from Sleek, but a lot of my favorite palettes have been discontinued. I know they still make eyeshadow palettes, but these were the thing back in the day, like 15 years ago when I was first watching YouTube. This is the Sleek Original palette, and it's these beautiful metallic soft crumbly eyeshadows. You don't actually get that much fallout with them, but they are highly pigmented, easy to blend shadows. The eyeshadow palette that I'm actually wearing today is the Sleek Storm palette. This is my second one of these palettes. I used the last one into oblivion. This is what it looks like. You can still get these on places like eBay and Vinted, etc. I've seen them going on Vinted for like £1 to £2. So if you really want one of these, you can still find it. They're fantastic for travel. Like, you don't know how many festivals my previous palette had been to. It got trashed. It never broke, never crumbled. The mirror never smashed. So durable at such a low price point. Fantastic. Now, I don't really have an answer for the next category or the next question, which is worst eyeshadow formula. I don't tend to use that many eyeshadows from the drugstore, and those that I have used I've either liked or loved. I don't think I've ever tried anything that was really, really terrible, or at least not in recent years. The next category is brand I used to love. So I would say maybe 6-7 years ago, I really liked what Revolution were doing. And they seem to have just sort of fallen off a little bit. They used to be the it brand, the brand that everybody was watching. They had a really good foundation. Oh, it's been discontinued now for a good while, and it's really annoying me. I can't find the name of it online either. It came out before Conceal and Define, which I believe is around quite a while. The original sort of, it wasn't a matte, I would say it was more like a satin full coverage foundation, was excellent. I used to really like all their highlighters and things like that as well. Some of their eyeshadow palettes were really nice, but I felt like they just went into sort of hyper production, and they were just churning out more and more and more products without actually thinking about the quality and the design. So there was no thought that went into the color story. I don't see anything when I go and look at the Revolution stand anymore that really speaks to me. It doesn't appeal to me anymore, which is a real shame. The next question is, what product has wowed me? I would say a product this year that's really wowed me and stood out from the drugstore is the Rimmel Multitasker Concealer. Now, I've never owned Tarte Shape Tape, but this is what I would imagine it would be like. It is so high coverage, but without making you look cakey. I'm wearing it under my eyes today, and if you've seen me without makeup in any of my live videos or my Get Ready With Me, I have some serious dark circles to cover. So this thing is a workhorse, okay? If you want a heavy duty concealer, but that isn't too matte or dry or cakey, this is the one, and it is less than £10. They also have a really good shade range, particularly for pale skin. I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna add in another product. This is the foundation stick from Essence. This totally wowed me as a foundation for under $5 or £5. It's so emollient. It has this beautiful soft finish. It stays on, it's hydrating, it's so easy to apply, such a fast, quick, getting ready for work kind of product. Give this a go. You will not be disappointed. The next question is about my favorite palette. Now, I wouldn't say that I have like a favorite drugstore palette, so I don't want to be misleading, but I do want to mention one that I've discovered recently that I think is a good eyeshadow palette of basics. It's easy to use. Maybe if you're a beginner when it comes to eyeshadow, this would be a really good starting point for you. This is the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells Quintet, okay? You get 5 beautiful colors in here. So you get 3 sort of satiny shimmer shades, and then you have 2 mattes. My favorite color is this one here. Then you have this really beautiful sort of peachy pink. You have sort of a warm yellowy camel color. This highlight is really nice as well, even shows up on my skin. It reminds me a lot of Vapor from MAC, which is now discontinued. Vapor and kind of Dazzleite if they were mixed together. And then this matte brown makes a beautiful eyeliner. You could do so many everyday looks with this palette. You could have warm, you could have neutral, you could have super natural with the light shades, you could do a smoky eye with the deep shades, or anything in between. I believe this was like 5 something, so literally about £1 per eyeshadow. It's very, very simple to use. The packaging is not great, I'm not gonna lie. I find it difficult to open with my nails, even though they're not even long, but a bargain. And that brings me to the conclusion of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more makeup reviews, tags, lives, etc., let me know what you want to see down in the comments. Also, I tag everybody. Give it a go. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.